Alright, what's going on, guys? Sports Dummies podcast. Where are we at right now?
The beach.
Is this summer vacation?
This is summer vacation.
Where are we at, though?
Wildwood, New Jersey.
Wildwood, New Jersey.
Where's he at? Where's
the viewers or hearers wouldn't understand.
The hearers.
Excuse me.
Only one hearer might.
Only one here?
Only one hearer.
Only if he's actually hearing. Is he hearing today?
Is he a hearer?
Maybe we should hit him up, let him know, like, yo, this episode's gonna be for you, bro.
This is for you. This is for you.
And every other hearer right now is wondering what the heck are they talking about right now. So we'll shut up and we'll get into the talk that everyone wants to know about. You know, Major League Baseball.
NHL.
I mean, who are we talking about? What player are we talking about right now?
Oh, in the Major League Baseball, well, obviously.
Can you?
Manny Machado. Nobody else.
Are you sure it's Manny Machado? Are you sure it's not anybody else? It has to be Manny Machado.
There's no big name like that. It's
I mean, I was being sarcastic, but I mean, are you sure it's Manny Machado?
I thought you were being legit.
Okay, I wasn't being legit, but I'm okay. But
no, it is specifically Manny Machado.
Let's take us through. From
the roller coaster ride?
like the last week and a half. So, as far as I know, the Phillies weren't even supposed to be in this race for Manny Machado. They were looking at other people. They were looking at Jay Happ, possibly Cole Hamels. I mean, we heard so many reports, man, that the Phillies might get Adrian Beltre. And let's take, I don't know how many teams were supposedly in the sweepstakes for Manny Machado, but there were about how many teams, dude? There was the Dodgers, the Brewers, the Phillies, the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Diamondbacks. I might be missing a few more teams, but
half the goddamn league.
Literally almost like 10 teams that are in contention for the playoffs. So, but now, you know, Monday comes the day before the All-Star game, and, you know, Machado is supposed to be going to the Phillies. Apparently a handshake deal, which I never understood what that really meant. But, I mean, I guess they were saying, like, the deal was going to happen. They just had to wait for the All-Star game to happen, and they were going to have him. Yeah. So, I wake up Tuesday morning, and, of course, I see, oh, but the Dodgers are nearing the finish line for Machado.
Yeah.
How are you feeling when that happened?
Disappointed, man. I don't know. It's just, if he goes anywhere other than Philly, I prefer LA because... Why?
They snagged... I mean, they didn't really snag Kawhi Leonard, but we'll get to him in a little bit. But
if he goes to LA, that gives us a chance to make a play on because LA's not going to offer to pay him. You know what I mean? LA's not going to give him the money because they don't need
You never know, though. There's no salary cap in the MLB. There is, but there's not.
Where do you put Machado?
Where I think he goes in the offseason?
No. If you're LA and you do offer him an extension and he resigns, where do you play Machado on your team?
Second base. Maybe Corey Seager to second base. See if they're willing. I know. I'm not saying because look, they already have a star shortstop. Corey Seager's already a star shortstop. So I'm not saying that they won't go after Machado. I'm saying that they already have that shortstop. So I mean, what do you think?
I think if you go, that's why I think I said.
Do the Dodgers win the World? Hold on. Do the Dodgers win the World Series now?
With him?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's tough.
Kershaw will come back from injury.
I think it puts them definitely.
Are they the favorites now?
Definitely a favorite. Mm-hmm. I would say.
I would say so too. But I was gonna say if the Phillies got them, they'd be that favorite in the NL. Look at the Phillies. They got the starting pitching.
Because the NL is not.
Who else has a start?
The only team that scares me in the NL for Philly's perspective is
the Nationals.
Yeah,
I know. I was saying the same thing, bro. I was saying, yes, the Nationals are a game above 500, maybe.
Yeah, well, let's
whatever.
Look at the
you have to understand,
stats.
dude. But yeah, you have to understand, man. The Nationals have been there before. They haven't been in the World Series or nothing like that, but they've been in the playoff position. They know how to go through a season and play 162 games to get to that point. The Phillies are young. The Braves are young.
All right, sorry, not to interrupt.
You're fine. I'm just saying, the Braves have an established superstar, Freddie Freeman. They've got a couple of up-and-coming superstars. So do the Phillies, though.
Big day in home run derby for Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
What did he hit, 12, 13?
Yeah. And see, they knew where to seed Bryce Harper.
Yeah. Bro, he had a walk in the park.
Yeah.
The only person who made him work was...
Was it rigged?
Rigged.
Because my mom would say, you know what's funny? I was watching my mom, and she was like, dude, this shit is rigged, dude. He hit in the last minute, he hit 9 to win, or 10, whatever, to win it.
Well, you know
Even my mother was saying that.
Crazy.
She doesn't really watch baseball like that.
You know what I did before we get into the standings while we're on the home run derby?
Yeah.
You know what I did notice, though, which was kind of weird, and I thought was funny? So I always thought, or I thought the rules were they couldn't throw the next pitch till the ball lands. But there were times where they were just throwing the ball, and the ball didn't land yet, and I was like, should he not be... I don't know the rules of it. I just thought there was something.
You're saying you have to wait for the ball to land?
You're supposed to.
I think they did that. I think they did that.
Nah, if you watch it back a few times, like a few guys hit like fucking balls that were hitting 900 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And the ball was being pitched as the ball was landing.
And speaking of guys pitching the balls to these guys, Bryce Harper's father, he must have been. I mean, dude, look at his arms, dude. He must have been juicing. I think that's why, you know. I was like, Bryce, was your father in that major league? He must have played baseball before because those arms are absolutely stupid. Clown. What the heck, dude?
Did you see? He is a clown. Did you see? He had the hat on the whole time, but when he started struggling on the hill, he took the hat off.
Oh, is that what happened?
He took the hat off. I was dying. So I said the hat made him top heavy. So the ball kept going down in it.
Literally, he kept throwing it inside to him. Like, you gotta throw a strike to Bryce because he's not gonna hit these out. He's not gonna. He's like. Dad,
and you could see Bryce started getting frustrated too, because I feel like he could see like brought the bat up like.
Yeah, like, what are you doing, Dad? I'm trying to win here. Like, you're gonna just.
I was hoping his dad was gonna cost him for him and tell him he's an idiot. That's why you shouldn't have your dad throw to you in the home run derby.
Who was your favorite going into it? Who do you think was gonna win?
Who did I think was gonna win?
Who do you think was gonna win?
I like Bregman. He was.
You like Bregman?
Yeah. I don't know if I've got a favorite. I just am a fan of Bregman, so it's
you like Bregman?
Pulling for Bregman.
The Astros. You like the Astros?
Yeah,
you like the Astros, don't you?
I just like it's a really good, young, talented team.
Oh hell yeah, dude! They're just set, dude. They're set, dude. They got the best hitter in the game. Altuve. George Springer hit a home run last night. What'd you think of that, dude? Freaking Bregman and Springer go back to back to win the game.
That was great.
They stay hitting home runs in clutch moments, man. Go back to last year's World Series. Go back to last night, dude. Dude, I'll tell you, the Astros, man. I still have the Astros coming out the American League.
Yeah, so we'll get to that right now, actually. Then there's some more baseball we could talk about. But as of now, we'll go through these standings. So in the National League, the Phillies are
by half a game
ahead of the Braves.
Cubs are back.
The only team in the NL East that scares me, besides I'm not scaring you, the Phillies don't scare me, but the team I think that can give them a run for their money, I would say it's the Nationals there.
So the Phillies don't scare you?
I'm saying I know the Phillies shouldn't scare me. I want them to do well.
Yeah, for sure.
But the Phillies are a good team. They can make a run.
All right, so I think
Central.
So obviously the Dodgers, they'll have the upper hand if you get Machado. What?
Central.
Okay, the Central. Talk Central. Okay.
Central. Cubs. Brewers don't worry me.
Brewers are starting to cool off a little bit.
So the Cubs will
interesting second half. You know, if the Brewers got Machado, that could have been a huge game changer, but they didn't get him. I don't know what they're going to go after.
Team there's the Cubs.
Yeah, because the experience. They need starting pitching help, but the experience is there. Huh?
See moves they can make it the deadline.
Yeah, you're going to see a few teams try to make moves. I think you're going to see the Phillies, the Dodgers obviously made a move. The Brewers will still try to go after somebody. I still see the Braves trying to go after somebody. The Nationals, they already did make a move. Kelvin Herrera, they got him. They got the reliever. As far as the Phillies, though, who do you think? Who do you think they're going after now? If you had to, I think Hamels. I think you have to go after a bat too, still, because that lineup needs help. You need to protect Hoskins. You know what I mean? Maybe go after Moustakas, Donaldson, somebody like that. Even Beltre still. I mean, why? Go after Adrian Beltre. Cole Hamels.
We get rid of him.
Who?
Santana.
But they give him a lot of money, dude.
That's what's why.
He's a good player. He's not worth that money.
You know what I see they're doing here? They're doing the same thing here they did with Howard.
Which is?
Very similar. They're holding on to. They have somebody at first base playing the first base position. And you really don't need to because you have an up and coming player who's playing really well.
Rhys Hoskins.
You have Rhys playing left field.
That was a really dumb move. But I mean, Carlos Santana is a good player.
He's actually been playing well, so I won't.
Great on base percentage. Still not a very good batting average. What's he batting, like 220 still? Great. Cool. You and Hernandez are combining for the most walks. That's great. That's good. But I'd rather have somebody that, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I mean, Carlos Santana. Man, imagine if they had Machado in that lineup. You got Hernandez leading off, Odubel bat second, Machado, Hoskins, Santana, Nick Williams, Kingery. Kingery bats eighth, dude.
Why would you put in that late in the lineup?
What has Kingery done this year to really have him up in the lineup?
He's had a few monster.
Can I tell you his numbers right now? Oh, monster moments. Good. Moments are great, bro. I can hit a walk-off home run. Andrew Knapp has a walk-off home run.
Yeah, but I just think the potential for Scott Kingery is there.
Potential is great, but he's not there yet.
But it's because I think the kid needs comfortability. The kid's yet to do anything he's used to. He came up.
He's a rookie.
They have him playing.
He's a rookie.
Yeah, but
he's batting 230.
I
don't give a shit.
I'm going to pull up his stats for you.
Go ahead, just pull up stats.
Okay, stats.
His WAR isn't that good either. His WAR is a 0.5. Yeah, Manny Machado is like 3.8. Yeah, exactly. Go down.
40.
Yeah, 237 batting average, 4 home runs, 27 RBIs.
What's his on base percentage though? Almost 2.8.
It's okay.
It's good.
Not very good.
It's good.
It's okay.
Stop hating on Kingery.
Bro, do you know baseball?
I do know baseball.
Kingery about 8th in your lineup. I'll be cool with that.
No, I think you should be harsh.
You know what I mean?
I agree to disagree.
Yeah, whatever. Are we gonna get into Shady McCoy because you just pulled that up?
I wanted to talk off.
Do you think he did it? Just get right to it. Do you think he did it?
Man, I don't know. There's a lot of shady things going on with it. I don't even care, to be honest. I really don't care for it.
What, for Shady McCoy?
Yeah,
But he was once an Eagle.
Yeah, and he didn't. He
was once supposed to be Barry Sanders.
But he didn't do this shit when he was an Eagle.
Waiter. He gave him no tip.
I would. Okay, are we going to talk about this?
We're going to talk about
this conversation.
You want to talk about what we talked about last night?
It is a God-given decision to tip. Nothing says you just have to tip. It shows
he's morally a terrible person.
No, it doesn't. If you got bad service, are you going to tip?
Yeah, probably $1. If I got bad service, I'm going to tip
something. I won't tip anything. Leave.
Alright, there's a difference between someone disrespecting you and someone that's giving you bad service. If someone's disrespecting you and like not being nice to you, that's different. If someone's just not, taking a while or they just forget about you or something like that, that's bad service. But they're not disrespecting you. Yes, they're disrespecting you in a business way, but it's not like saying like, oh, you're an asshole. Like,
you go to your job. You don't do a good job at your job.
Yeah.
You don't do what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
You're gonna get shit for it.
Yeah, okay, but it doesn't mean you deserve to not be tipped at all.
Okay, you do a shitty job at you're a shitty worker consistently. What happens to you eventually?
Fired.
Okay, so if you're a shitty waiter or waitress,
you're eventually gonna get fired, but you're not gonna not get tipped at all.
But I wouldn't tip these people.
They make like $250 a week.
Well, sorry. Exactly. You're making money off your tips. You need to work your ass off for those tips.
Where's your girlfriend, dude? We should have her on the podcast to talk about this. We have a whole separate episode to talk about this.
This might be
we have a whole separate episode.
Look forward to this Saturday. This might be the Saturday.
We can relate to sports somehow with Shady McCoy, like I said. Yo, do you think, serious question, do you think NFL takes action soon? Because they have to. I guess they're looking into it right now.
The NFL's doing, I heard, but they were doing their own investigation, but in the world of sport, in the world today anymore, it's not innocent until proven guilty. It's guilty until proven innocent.
It's the American way.
You need to prove that you didn't do it yet, which is kind of crazy because they really didn't he might not have done it.
He might not have. I like it his girlfriend.
And if he did do this, or even the speculation of this,
right.
It's worse than what Ray Rice did, and Ray Rice never played another
Yeah, they have proof on Ray Rice.
But you know what's crazy? They're still married. They're together. Everything's good.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. You never know. They could...
As bad as what Ray Rice did was, which I'm gonna say again, I really do. You should never hit a woman.
Right.
But how many times does that happen between average Americans?
A lot, dude. And not even just Americans, couples and
average people. Yeah. It happens all the time.
And
I just think it's so crazy to look at this dude's whole life was screwed up over one very bad incident.
Everyone makes mistakes,
yes,
dude.
I'm very big on
He doesn't deserve to die because he hit his wife. You know, he doesn't deserve to die.
Again, not condoning it, not saying it's right.
Right.
But,
and then, another one, Adrian Peterson. Remember when he hit his kid? Mm-hmm. What's the link here, though? What's the common thing between those three guys?
Running backs. Running backs are abused.
Taking hits, dude. Well, no, they're the ones taking the most hits, man. I mean, whether they're blocking or they're running, like it doesn't matter. The running backs are why? Because
it's the football.
What do they need to do in football to really protect these guys?
Yeah, it can't.
I mean, it's hard.
You get paid.
The only thing you can do is try to make the material better than the helmets and the padding, all that stuff. That's the only thing you can do. You know what I mean? I mean, you can try to protect them with the late hits and stuff like that.
Science, something comes up.
I mean, they're trying, and they're not trying because the NFL wants to make more money. Yeah. They don't want to lose money because they are losing money because of that crap.
But
there's
only so much you can do. But
because all the talk about how the NFL is going to not be here in 20 years, which I think is bullshit. Yeah. I'm not saying it's not going to be here. It might be not as popular, but it'll still be here. Yeah, NFL's way too popular
to die off that quick.
All right, so let me ask you: do you think the NBA has surpassed the NFL in popularity?
The NBA? No, absolutely not.
Okay, because there's people that think that it is. Because let's be honest. I mean, for the past year, dude. I mean, what's gotten more LeBron talk?
Well, NBA has more storylines.
That's what I'm saying, though, and that's it's been more popular.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day,
on a competitive level, the NBA is not nowhere near because fucking. Do we need to retouch on this?
I agree. No,
hold on. You know what?
NBA is not predictable
hold on.
At all.
We need the retitle order. The death of the NBA.
Written by DeMarcus Cousins?
Written by Written by Kevin Durant. Illustrated by DeMarcus Cousins.
I give you that, bro. I give you that. DeMarcus, shout out to DeMarcus Cousins, you fucking clown, for taking that. I don't give a crap. He didn't have any other options. Bullshit. The Pelicans were supposed to give him like a $40 million deal. Get the heck out of here, man. Him and Anthony Davis, before DeMarcus got injured, were looking great. They're looking great. You know what I mean? They were looking great. So yeah. I don't understand. They have Rondo there. Well, obviously Rondo went to the Lakers now. But you got Drew Holiday. He's a very good point guard, not superstar or anything. But he can defend. He can play. He can shoot the ball. He's a very good basketball player. So, I mean, how's the NBA look now? I mean, the Warriors were already shifting the league. The Warriors were already shifting the league, and they were going to win every title for the next 3 years.
Very disappointing.
You know what I mean?
Switch gears though. I want to go back to the Manny Machado thing.
Yeah. Tell me.
So the move with the Dodgers is hitting a snag.
Right.
It's due to physicals, I'm assuming, of the players coming from LA.
Well, that's my whole thing with the Phillies is I think they were. You don't think
possible snag in Machado deal to Dodgers? Source indicates that one or more of the prospects coming from LA have issues with their physical. So now maybe the Phillies pull the trigger?
I mean, yeah, but dude, I think the Phillies were willing to give up their because Sixto Sanchez, I believe, he was the one that's on the DL right now. So that's another medical issue. So, I mean, it just might have never came out. How do you know the Orioles weren't looking at that and they were just like, he's DL, like, he's supposed to be a good prospect, but blah, blah, blah. I mean, hopefully this is a sign that the Phillies are going.
Hopefully now Phillies can pull the trigger. Please, I can't take LA to take our all-star player.
LeBron, they were going to take Kawhi, and now Manny Machado.
Hopefully that stays. Just figured we'd cover that.
I mean, look, are the Phillies a World Series contender if they get Manny Machado?
Yes.
The Dodgers, even without Machado, they're still a contender. But I mean, they're a huge contender if they get Manny Machado. Add that into that lineup, dude.
It's different. The National League is different, not as tough. I mean, the AL is
AL is loaded, man. Indians, the Yankees, Red Sox, Astros. Stop mocking me. Were you mocking me, you freaking asshole?
I was thinking
even Seattle Mariners have played very well this year. The Rays are 8 games above 500 and they're third in the AL East.
Yeah.
Well, it's because you got 2 teams that are possibly going to win 100 games, and one of them's getting the wild card.
That's crazy.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a playoff picture this year where we see the Yankees and Red Sox play each other. Maybe the Astros and Indians, one of them play each other. And then maybe we'll see, maybe we'll get I could see a rematch happening. You know what I mean? Astros and Dodgers.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
That was a great series.
Yo, don't be surprised if the Nationals make a run in the second half. Don't be surprised.
That's just scares me.
Let Harper, get hot in the second half, dude. Let the All-Star game and the home run derby be a spark for him.
We'll probably if you're down, we can close out with this.
That's fine. Yeah.
Speaking of the All-Star game, what needs to change? What needs to change in the All-Star games to
competitiveness?
To make
we talked about this last night, and I've heard this before. I'm sure you've heard this before. Baseball is literally the only sport in the All-Star game where you can't not try.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got to throw a pitch, you got to hit the ball. You can't just be in the field like, oh, the ball got by me. Like in hockey, they're not gonna try hard on defense, even on offense. They're just gonna fiddle around the puck doing deking and stick handling.
You mean
football? You're not gonna hit each other hard. You're not gonna injure each other in this Pro Bowl. What's another one? Basketball, throwing backboard alley oops, chucking the ball from half court.
They tried to make it a little bit more competitive recently with the
basketball.
They get prize. I think it's the money.
Yeah, and it's charity. I think one was charity,
which was kind of cool.
Hockey. They're trying to make it more exciting where they do the tournament 3-on-3. It's cool, but it's got to just on breakaways and
winner. You need to make
you had to have really an incentive, and it was cool in baseball.
You know what they should do?
What?
All sports.
What?
Guys love this cover of that sports video game.
Oh, you're saying
the whatever company like NHL's cover is because they do the 3-on-3 still.
Right.
So your cover is the 3 guys that won that. Something that.
Yeah, but you're gonna put 3 guys on a cover. Obviously, you get paid for it.
I'm trying.
But it has to relate to I don't know. It has to relate to the sport competitively though, because remember in the AL and the NL which I thought was stupid. That would just determine the World Series home field advantage because you got guys that are playing on awful teams. Contributing to who was getting home field advantage, which is stupid. So I'm glad they changed that, but they still have
Manny Machado had to say so.
Yeah, obviously Manny Machado might friggin' be contributing to the other team. You know what I mean?
No, I'm with you. I don't know, man. Something needs to happen, but.
So, what's the most exciting All-Star game to watch right now?
MLB.
MLB? Yeah.
Like you said, you have to pitch the ball. You have to swing the bat. You have to field it. You can't just watch the ball in the corner.
Because, it's funny, a lot of these All-Star game weekends, honestly, the festivities are more exciting than the actual game. And you know
what's crazy though? MLB, I think, is the only one that's the opposite.
Yeah, right.
I'd rather not watch the home run derby and watch the All-Star game. Every other game, I'd rather watch the
home run derby was good this year, though. It had drama, even though you hated it. I know.
All right, that's it for me. I'm done.
No, sit the frick down, dude. It was exciting this year. You had Bryce Harper at the end with the drama, even though it was rigged because they gave him Freddie Freeman.
Are you doing your podcast right now?
Vanessa, we're doing our podcast right now, yes. Are you okay? Would you like to be a guest right now? You can talk if you want.
We're on fucking vacation right now.
We're on vacation, yeah, but this is a vacation podcast.
Yes,
sometimes you gotta work on vacation.
Relaxed one, feet
you gotta
up.
work.
What are we talking about right
We're
now?
talking to a past tennis star in high school.
Word.
Yeah, this is the Spanish Serena Williams.
That's right.
It is what it is, man. Do you miss the sport?
I do.
You miss the sport. I know you were once a state champion. Is that true?
Yes.
What was that like?
It was actually pretty fun.
It was fun.
Yeah. Took a long time to get there. But yeah.
Did you face anybody over the country?
No.
Over the country? Just state?
Just state.
Just state. That's pretty dope. We applaud you for that, Benny. Keep clapping up for it. Yes. Thank you.
So, we're talking about All-Star games right now.
Yeah. What
boring All-Star games.
That was a boring All-Star game.
You didn't like it?
Last night?
Last night it was exciting, man. Went to the 9th and a team tied it up with a home run. You didn't like that?
Did you guys finish?
Not yet, Tony. I don't know why you're talking, but we appreciate your voice, bro.
How you doing?
Everybody, this is Tony.
Yes. We're gonna interview a future All-Star right here, right? Or a future softball player in 15 years.
Right now?
We're live right now.
Jeez,
We're live
from Wildwood.
Live from Wildwood, yes. The beautiful, lovely Wildwood.
Beautiful view of the bay.
Yes, this is literally beautiful.
At the bay.
Yeah. A lot of our listeners are from the Delco area, so, they can relate.
Yeah, we are literally looking at the sun. It's not set or rise, just the sun.
I don't think anyone cares what you're talking about, but...
Can you guys post pictures on there?
We can. We could if we
We
want.
can.
We have our social media.
This might have to go to the Instagram.
Can we get a special shout out from you, please? We would love that.
A special shout out?
Yeah,
Please,
yeah,
yes.
you gotta throw it on your Instagram.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
No, right now. Can you give us a shout out?
Shout out to.
Shout out to the Sports Dummies?
Yeah, can you like give us like a little speech or something? Like we'd appreciate it.
Let me go think about it.
Oh my God, we don't got time for this crap. Yo, Manny Machado to the Phillies by tomorrow. Kawhi Leonard, fuck you.
The Phillies should have won the home run derby.
The Phillies as a team are winning the home run derby.
No.
Sports Dummies.